The wedding invites arrived. My name wasn't there, it was her ex's. She laughed. It's just a typo. I smiled. I'll fix it. I'm 32, and up until 3 weeks ago, I thought I had my life figured out. Been with Maya for 4 years. We moved in together after year 2, started talking marriage around year 3, and 6 months ago, I proposed at her favorite Italian spot downtown. She cried. I cried. Her mom cried on FaceTime. It was perfect. The invites were supposed to arrive last Monday. We'd spent weeks choosing the design. Cream cardstock with gold lettering, very classy, very us. Maya had been buzzing around the apartment all morning, refreshing the tracking number every 10 minutes. When the box finally arrived, she tore into it like Christmas morning. I was in the kitchen making coffee when I heard her go quiet. That specific kind of quiet that makes your stomach drop. Babe. I called out. Come here for a sec, she said, voice weird and tight. I walked over. She was holding one of the invites, staring at it with this frozen smile. She handed it to me without looking up. Maya Chun and Derek Hammond cordially invite you to celebrate their marriage. Derek, her ex-boyfriend from college. The guy she dated for 2 years before we met. The guy whose name I'd heard exactly 4 times in 4 years. Always with an eye roll, and thank God that's over. It's just a typo, Maya said quickly, letting out this forced laugh. Oh my God, I must have filled out the form wrong. I was probably looking at old photos for the slideshow and had his name in my head or something. This is so embarrassing. I stared at the invite. At the 200 identical invites in the box. At her name and his name, printed in beautiful gold script. That's a pretty specific typo, I said quietly. Alex, come on. She grabbed my arm. You know the printer's form had autofill. I probably clicked the wrong suggestion. We'll just call them and get it fixed. It's fine. I looked at her. Really looked at her. She wasn't meeting my eyes. When did you last talk to Derek? What? I don't know. Years ago. Alex, you're being weird about this. Show me your phone. Her face changed. Excuse me. If it's nothing, show me your phone. Are you serious right now? Over a printing mistake. I didn't say anything. Just waited. She stared at me for a long moment. Then her eyes got wet. I can't believe you don't trust me. Maya. Fine. She grabbed her phone, unlocked it, and shoved it at me. Look. Go ahead. I opened messages. Scrolled. Nothing from Derek. I checked Instagram DMs. Nothing. Then I saw it. A messaging app one didn't recognize. Telegram. I opened it. The chat history with D went back 8 months. 8 months of good morning texts. Late night calls. Photos I'd never seen her take. And about 3 weeks ago, I keep thinking about what you said. About starting over. Maybe you're right. Maybe I've been too scared to admit I made a mistake. His response. The invite thing would be a good test. See if he even notices. If he doesn't, you know he's not paying attention. I felt like I was underwater. My hands were shaking as I scrolled up. Found messages from 2 months ago, when I thought she was on a work trip to Portland. She'd been in Seattle. With him. I looked up at her. She'd gone completely pale. Alex, don't. My voice came out flat. Just don't. It's not what it looks like. We were just talking. I got confused about things, but I chose you. I'm marrying you. You put his name on our wedding invites. That was an accident. You were in Seattle with him 2 months ago. She started crying. I didn't sleep with him. I swear to God, I didn't sleep with him. I just needed to see him, to make sure I was making the right choice. Get out. This is my apartment too. Get out. She grabbed her purse and keys, still crying, and left. The door clicked shut and I stood there in the middle of our living room, holding 200 wedding invitations with the wrong groom's name on them. I sat down on the couch and started laughing. I couldn't help it. The whole thing was so absurd. Then I stopped laughing and got to work. Update 1. So that was Monday. It's now Thursday, and things have escalated in ways I genuinely didn't see coming. After Maya left, I spent about 6 hours going through everything. I found her journal in her nightstand. Yeah, I know, but all bets were off at that point. She'd been conflicted about Derek since January. Apparently, he reached out after his own engagement fell apart, and they'd been reconnecting. She wrote entire pages about feeling trapped, about wondering if she'd ended things with Derek too quickly, about how I was safe, but maybe too predictable. Safe. For years and I was safe. Here's what I did. First, I called the venue. Told them there'd been a family emergency and we needed to cancel. They were surprisingly understanding. Apparently this happens more than you'd think. Lost the deposit, but I didn't care. Second, I logged into the printer's website using Maya's email that was still on my laptop. Changed the order. Paid extra for rush printing. Third, I called her mom. Alex, how are the invites looking? Mrs. Chun, I need to tell you something. I explained everything. The name. The messages. Seattle. Her mom went completely silent for about 30 seconds. Then, I'm going to kill her. Please don't. But I need you to know I'm canceling the wedding. The new invites will explain everything. What new invites? You'll see. The new invites arrived Wednesday morning. Same cream cardstock, same gold lettering. They read, I'm single again. Same date, same venue. Come celebrate my narrow escape. Open bar. Alex Chun. I sent them to everyone on the original guest list. All 200 people. Maya started blowing up my phone around 10 a.m. 14 missed calls. 47 text messages. The voicemails were a journey. Started with confusion, moved through anger, landed on desperate bargaining. Alex, this is insane. You can't send those to people. My boss is on that list. My grandmother. What is wrong with you? Please call me back. We can fix this. We can go to therapy. You're being cruel. This is cruel. I made a mistake, but you're humiliating me. The last one was just crying. Her mom called me that afternoon. She's at my house. She's devastated. I'm sorry you're in the middle of this. Don't be sorry. I raised her better than this. She sighed. Are you actually having this party? Absolutely. Can I come? I laughed for the first time in 3 days. You're invited. Update 2. The party was last Saturday. The same date that was supposed to be my wedding day. I wasn't sure anyone would actually show up. I thought maybe a few close friends would come out of pity or morbid curiosity. 73 people came. The venue usually does weddings, so it was this beautiful garden space strung with lights, with round tables, and a dance floor. I kept all of it. Just swapped the romantic playlist for classic rock and ordered twice as much alcohol. Maya's mom came. So did her aunt and 2 cousins. Her boss sent a bottle of expensive whiskey with a note. Dodged a bullet. Congrats. My best friend James gave a toast. To Alex, who proved that the best revenge isn't moving on. It's throwing a better party. People kept coming up to me all night. Maya's college friends apologizing because they'd always thought Derek was an asshole. My coworkers telling me they never liked her anyway, which was news to me, but I appreciated the loyalty. Even the DJ got involved, dedicating I Will Survive to me around 11 p.m. The weirdest part? It was actually fun. Like, genuinely fun. I spent my almost wedding day laughing with people I care about, getting moderately drunk, and dancing badly to 80s music. Around midnight, my phone buzzed. Derek. Dude. I don't know what Maya told you, but we're just friends. This whole thing is crazy. I didn't respond. Just blocked the number and went back to the party. Update 3. It's been 2 weeks since the party. The dust is starting to settle, and the aftermath is honestly wild. Maya moved back in with her mom. She's been trying to get me to talk to her, sending these long emails about closure and understanding. I haven't responded to any of them. My lawyer has, though. She signed the lease buyout paperwork yesterday. The apartment is officially just mine now. Her mom called me last week with an update I genuinely didn't expect. Derek came by the house. What? To talk to Maya. They had a huge fight on the front lawn. The neighbors loved it. She sounded amused. Apparently, he's been seeing someone else the whole time he was texting Maya. She found out through Instagram. She was his backup plan, and you were hers. I didn't know what to say to that. Alex, honey, I'm sorry you got caught up in my daughter's mess. You deserved better. Thank you for coming to the party. Are you kidding? Best wedding I've ever been to. Work's been weird. Everyone knows. Maya worked for a partner company, so there's crossover. I've gotten some sympathetic looks, some awkward conversations by the coffee machine, but mostly people have been cool about it. One of the senior managers even pulled me aside to tell me his ex-wife did something similar 20 years ago, and he's now happily remarried with 3 kids. It gets better, he said, and you handled it with style. I've been doing a lot of thinking about this safe comment from her journal. It bothered me more than anything else. Like I was some placeholder, some comfortable choice she'd settled for while wondering about the one that got away. But here's what I realized. Being safe isn't the insult she meant it as. Being steady, reliable, showing up every day, that's not boring. That's not settling. That's what actual love looks like when you grow up and stop chasing the drama. She wanted the butterflies, the uncertainty, the will and won't he tension she apparently got from texting her ex. And you know what? She can have it. She can have all the chaos she wants. Final update. 3 months out now. Time for the full wrap-up since people keep DMing me asking what happened. Maya and Derek lasted exactly 5 weeks after my party. Turns out when you build a relationship on sneaking around and emotional affairs, it doesn't have much foundation once it's out in the open. Shocking, I know. From what I heard through the grapevine, Maya's cousin, who's become a friend, they had constant fights about trust. Ironic doesn't begin to cover it. Maya's been trying the dating apps. Her mom tells me this not to gossip, but because we've stayed in touch. She's actually become kind of a mentor figure, which is bizarre but nice. We got coffee last week and she told me Maya's been struggling. Can't figure out why relationships keep not working out. Mrs. Chun just sips her latte and doesn't say what we're both thinking. Derek, from what I've gathered, moved to Portland for work. Or to escape. Probably both. As for me, I'm doing okay. Better than okay, actually. The apartment feels more like mine now. I repainted the bedroom. Got rid of some furniture that was always more her taste than mine. Started rock climbing with some guys from work. Picked up guitar again after not touching it for years. I went on a few dates. Nothing serious yet, but I'm not rushing. For the first time in a long time, I'm just figuring out what I want, not what we want or what would make a relationship work. The weirdest part is how many people have told me the party story. It's made the rounds. I've had friends of friends reach out to say they heard about it and thought it was legendary. One person asked if I'd consulted a PR person because the execution was so clean. I hadn't. I'd just been angry and petty and lucky it worked out. Last week, I got a letter in the mail. From Maya. Handwritten, 6 pages. The summary. She's sorry. She knows she destroyed something good. She was scared of commitment and self-sabotaged. She's in therapy now. She hopes someday I can forgive her. She understands if I can't, she'll always regret losing me. I read it twice. Then I put it in a drawer. Maybe someday I'll feel like responding. Maybe I won't. Right now, I don't owe her anything. The wedding that never happened was supposed to be the start of my life. Turns out the party I threw instead was a better beginning. Edit 1. For everyone asking, yes, I still have one of the I'm single again invites framed in my home office. It's a good reminder. Edit 2. Mrs. Chin sent me a Christmas card. It said to the son-in-law I never got, but still consider family. I might have teared up a little. Edit 3. Someone asked what happened to the engagement ring. I returned it and used the money to buy a motorcycle. Not a midlife crisis, just something I'd always wanted but Maya thought was too dangerous. Turns out I like dangerous now.